Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So today we are recapping episode 19 of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
I believe this episode is called "Let's Talk About Kathy." Give me 1 second to put this banner up. Okay, let's talk about Kathy. And this is one of those weird episodes where it was like half boring, half interesting. Do you
Yeah,
agree with that?
definitely.
First of all, Crystal, stop throwing events. Your events have all been boring so far. I'm sorry. Her events have been boring. You don't think so?
I
Nothing
think we had a
happened.
good time.
Who had a good time at that party? That was boring.
I know, but it was a good party. And it was cute. And she
What
was cute.
happened? What was the most fun thing about that party?
The $3,000 jukebox.
I don't even remember that.
Oh my god, it was 30,000. Let me put respect on Rob's name.
Okay, so I guess let's start with right away with the Kathy Hilton, what happened the day after, and the plane ride home. Rinna says that basically Kathy got mad at the event, started yelling at different people that they need to leave with her or they're not friends, and then after that, um, Rinna of all people volunteered to go with Kathy home.
Red flag one right there, first of all.
Supposedly, Kathy started yelling, freaking out in the limo. At the house, it continued. She was punching the walls. She smashed her own glasses. Rinna says she talked about how she's gonna destroy Kyle and her family. She's gonna take down NBC, Bravo, probably Disney as well. She's gonna. And then off camera on social media, Rinna has alluded. I don't even think she's alluded. I think she has straight up said that Kathy also said racist stuff and
Yeah.
homophobic stuff, but none of that was actually mentioned on the show.
Mm-mm.
So, what do you believe? What don't you believe? Do you believe it all? Because what do
I
you?
believe it because for the simple fact that first of all, there's no footage, and I know there's footage, and I know there's a camera in that Sprinter van. I believe that Kathy Hilton scares the shit out of Bravo or something because why is there no footage, no nothing, no audio of this situation at all? Like that's weird.
Okay, but what do you? What part do you believe? Everything Lisa Rinna said is true. Do you think she's exaggerating? Because I think some of it is true, but I don't think Kathy was punching the walls. Do you think that? Like, I don't. I think that's too much.
I don't know. I don't think she would, but I can kind of see where she would because I feel like Kathy's anger goes like from 0 to 100 really fast. You know what I mean? Like even the
Never
way she
seen her
walked
do
out the
anything like
restaurant,
that.
huh?
That's a big difference from punching walls and throwing stuff, and you
No,
having
I mean like her
to.
reactions are always like scaled higher for like minor stuff, low key. Like when she stormed out the restaurant, like I don't think Kathy was punching the walls, but I don't think it's impossible. You know what I mean? Like it's
Lisa
possible.
Rinna is what you're saying. Okay. Well,
Not
anyway,
okay. No, I don't believe her 100% because I know Rinna will fucking exaggerate the shit out of a story.
because she has PTSD now. This is what I mean. She is. There's. I believe that Kathy definitely probably talked about Kyle. I don't know if she said she's gonna destroy her whole family because even that seems all too dramatic. I think she said
I
she
can see
probably.
her saying that. I'm sorry.
Well, I feel like when you say your whole family, you're talking about her husband, her kids, and I don't think Kathy like. There's no issues with the kids. It's always been Mauricio and Kyle. That's why I'm kind of like, would she really say that? Like,
I think she would.
well,
Because
I think
didn't they disinvite? Didn't they have like beef between Paris and one of Kyle's daughters, and they were like disinvited from something, and it was like something really small and stupid?
no. So what happened was Kim's daughter was getting married,
Yes.
and Kim disinvited Kyle, I
Okay.
believe, and Mauricio to the wedding because of all the family drama going on.
Great.
But I remember Kyle and Kim saying that their daughters are actually really close. Like they're all really good friends. Mind you, that is obviously that Paris is Kathy's daughter, so I
Right.
don't know if it's different with them and them. It could be.
And then I don't even think Paris likes Kyle because we always see Paris liking the shady tweets about Kyle. Like it is not hard to think that she's down to destroy them because I really feel
Yeah,
like
and I also seen Kathy share something about, I don't know if you've seen this today. I think on her Instagram, where I guess the day after the Aspen trip, like in
Mhm.
January, Kyle posted a picture with Rinna the next day, and the caption was, "You better believe we're gonna talk about it" or something.
Oh,
The day after the alleged meltdown. So I don't know. I do think obviously Rinna is exaggerating some of it. Like I don't think she has PTSD. I don't think she feels
No,
in the
I
same
know
room.
that set in the whole entire season, but what Kathy did was too much.
I don't know if she even said homophobic or racist stuff. My theory is that Rinna is pissed that they're not showing some of the footage they probably do have. So she's blowing up the situation even crazier to get attention to it. Now, I'm not saying Kathy didn't say that because obviously we don't really know. Only them two know from what we know what happened. But I don't know. It's very fishy situation.
It is, and I just feel like Kathy exposed herself as like she's always saying, "Oh, stay silent," or "I don't do stuff on camera." Like, so that just makes me think that like you probably said some crazy shit, like, and you don't want this shit being shown.
Yeah, it's very weird.
It is. It's just like, how's there no footage, no audio, no nothing of anything?
Okay, so let's break this down. So apparently the club didn't allow filming. That I get. All right,
Right.
fine. Uh, let's say Kathy left with Rena. Did they take an Uber home? Is that
No,
what?
she said she got in the Sprinter with Kathy and they went home. Mind you, they took a Sprinter to the club and there's cameras on in the Sprinter before they get to the club.
And then why wouldn't there be any cameras at the house?
This is what I mean. Like, I feel like there's no way there's no intimidation going on because there's no footage of nothing. Like, at least if they missed the blow up, they would have like footage of her coming down at the house. You know what I mean? Like, the after she punched the walls, after she broke the glasses, they would probably show that on the floor and stuff.
Yeah, I hope when we get the confrontation between Lisa and Kathy, like everything gets said, so at least maybe we can figure out who we believe after argument. You know what I mean?
Honestly, I think Kathy's gonna try to keep her off camera because Kyle was like, "I feel like you hate me." She's just like, Kyle, like,
We're gonna have to address it on camera because then it's gonna make her look bad. If you know what I mean? Like I
yeah.
hope she actually like go back and forth. And Kathy's like, "You're lying." Like maybe we'd be able to tell who's telling the truth or not. Because I feel like Rena is just like
I feel like they both be lying.
they both definitely be lying, but Rena specifically is known for lying.
No, like, but like, I feel like when is lying, you know,
I think she's lying. So
because like when it's gonna like over exaggerate the shit out of a story. Kathy,
PTSD,
her line's gonna be believable,
PTSD. Like I still can't believe she said that.
literally.
One thing I wanted to mention though is that it looks like Sutton and Eric are finally dropping their beef. Are you happy about that? Do you think this is real, or do you think they're gonna go right back to
You know,
arguing?
I love Erica. First of all, always my girl since day one. So, and you know, I love Sutton, so I'm here for it. What I need her to do is get together with Garcelle.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of over hearing about Erica's legal problems, her stuff. I'm tired of it. It's getting dragged out. Like we can get an update every once in a while. They can mention it, but like
Yeah.
I'm over it. Um, let's see what else I got. Oh, I got the devil herself here. I mean, no, she said Kathy was the. What did she call Kathy? The actual devil that she felt like she saw the devil that night.
Yeah. Because
Like,
she's fucking annoying.
what about that speech she gave about Kathy though? Didn't it seem like she wrote that down and memorized it?
No, that's what I was gonna bring up to you. I feel like the ending of that speech, she definitely improvised.
You think she improvised it?
Yes,
I think she
because
wrote
like
it down.
you just kept adding like she's had something, and they'll never work again, or something stupid like that. Like at the very end of that sentence, and I was like, "Girl, Kathy ain't say that shit." And why are you smiling so hard?
What did
Like,
she call? What did she call Kathy like a cultural icon? What did she say she was? Like she said she gave her some like crazy title of like if Kathy. Most people don't know Kathy Hilton.
no.
Like people that don't follow celebrity specific news or like housewives do not have no idea who she is.
That's what I'm gonna say because
Most of
people
these
are
people,
getting on Reddit for saying Kyle's the more famous and more successful, and I feel like technically Kyle is more successful because I feel like not coming for Kathy, but like her husband has the hotel. Paris is the reality star, where in Kyle's family, she's the star. You know what I mean?
see the way I see it, I feel like only you can measure your own success. And Kathy's rich with a husband and her kids, living her life.
Yeah, like I said, technically, like Kyle's the one who actually has jobs. Kathy's connected to people with jobs.
But Kathy doesn't need them. Like you know what I mean? I feel like to take Kathy more successful. It's like, eh, Kathy doesn't need anything. Like she's not missing nothing. Like
Yeah,
she's.
her husband.
I don't think that's her life though.
I know, but that's what I mean. Whereas like Kyle has Kyle, Kathy has her husband. So technically, you got like if both their husbands disappeared and they didn't get alimony, Kyle's pockets is probably gonna be a little bit better than Kathy's.
I
You know
know,
what?
but I get what you mean, but that's not. I feel like you measure your own success, and I feel like Kathy doesn't. I don't know. For me, it's like they're both successful. First of all, if you're talking about
I
who's
don't
more
know. It's
successful,
just that they were trying to get on Rinna for saying that Kyle's more successful, but it's just like
which I don't think is true, but you think it is. Let's agree.
it's
Um,
just like I don't think it's true or it's not, but like written on paper, it's like, well, you can't be too hard on Kyle because Kyle got her own shit. You know what I mean?
yeah, no, I do think they're both successful, and I don't think like Kathy. I don't think either's more successful. Like I feel like they're both in good positions in their life and accomplished a lot. Even if Kathy didn't put as much work, and Kyle, she's still freaking rich. So
Yeah, but who do you think? You got to pick one.
who is more successful than
Yeah,
the
you gotta
both
pick
of
one.
them? I don't like doing that. I don't know. I feel
Whoa.
like how am I gonna tell that say Kyle is more successful than Kathy when Kathy has everything that she wants, and so does Kyle. Like to me, it's like they both have everything. Just one has to work less than the other. So I feel that person winning better at life.
There you have it, folks. He picked Kathy.
But what else did Rinna say? Didn't she say something like Kathy is like America's sweetheart? Like she made her like
Yeah,
I don't
something like
know.
that. Which I can agree with because I feel like everybody loves Kat. Like whoever knows Kathy Hilton loves Kathy Hilton. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I feel like Rinna. This is why I don't believe her. She's like embellishing this whole
Hell
narrative
yes.
of Kathy, and I'm just like, girl, you do not have PTSD. Kathy Hilton is not this icon of America.
But I feel like she is in Beverly Hills though.
She is a Bravo icon.
No, I mean like Beverly Hills, real life Beverly Hills, like in the real
Oh,
world.
thank you.
Like when they're talking about how like you would be scared to go up against Kathy Hilton, I totally believe that because she has all the money and the manpower to honestly do whatever she wants legally.
Do you think she said she's gonna take down Bravo and what was it, NBC?
I don't think she has the power to take them down, but I feel like a lawsuit from Kathy Hilton where her lawyers would be a big ass hit to
Do
Bravo.
you think she said that?
Yeah,
'Cause I don't see why she would even say that to
I,
begin with.
I see it. Only
Why?
because she gets mad over little stupid shit, so it makes it easy to believe like she blows up. And I feel like Kathy's very like when she gets mad, she says stuff in the moment. That's why she runs from the camera. So I could believe her being so mad. She's trying to take down Bravo. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, but I think we're just gonna disagree and
No,
see.
because didn't she even send a cease and desist to Kyle about or she wanted to, or they got into like scuttlebutt about what's the name of that Kyle show? Pretty Woman, American Woman, some shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
About their mom.
I think it's American. Is it American Woman
Something like that.
that flop?
Yeah. But like Kyle
Oh,
or Kathy was totally against it, and didn't she want to take that shit down or something like that?
yeah, but I feel like that's not comparable because there's a show
No,
about their
what
mom.
I'm saying is like she got mad at a show she didn't agree with. She was down to take it down. So it's not hard for me to believe that she's disagreeing with Bravo. And she was like, bitch, I ain't all this shit.
Yeah,
Now,
but what my
do I
thing
think
is,
she would actually do it? No. But do I feel like she would threaten it? Hell yeah.
why would she threaten it that night? Like, what did that have to do with anything that night?
I
You know,
mean,
like, why did she say, "Oh, I'm gonna take down Bravo NBC"? Like, what did it have to do with anything going on that night?
I would assume it would have to do with the recording.
The
So, like,
filming?
say if Kathy's throwing her tantrum, blah, 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 she knows it's going to be on camera. She's probably like, don't use this. Don't use this. If you use this footage, I'll blah, 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 blah.
Okay, that I can see. But then that means we need the footage because why isn't Bravo showing it? They really that's
You
because I feel
see?
like they have money, but do you think they really can go against a whole network? Like that's
Kathy Hilton, who has the chain hotels that's been around before Bravo? Hell yeah.
hotels years ago. They
Huh?
said she said at the last reunion that they don't own those hotels anymore. They sold that brand.
Yeah, but like that's mad money between now and then. That who's rich. Paris was on her honeymoon for a month.
Yeah,
They
but
got
when you
money.
see the station that owns a whole these networks and does all these shows, do you think they have the same?
Yes.
Well, I
And
guess
they've been in Beverly Hills for how long? You know they know lawyers. Like, come on.
I mean I don't think so, but I do think she could have said that in her rage.
That hoe was friends with Michael Jackson. You know she knows powerful people.
She does. Um,
The
really,
real 2 days earlier.
I really don't care about this. This show is canceled.
It is.
Um, But I don't know. Do you have any thoughts on the whole real thing? I think it was handled.
Honestly,
I like
like,
that it was handled nicely, and we moved on
I
from
was
it.
gonna say, I feel like I get what Erica meant about wanting the heads up, but at the same time, I feel like this is the shit Garcelle said to her face. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it's
I guess. Yeah, I agree, and I think that's also why they didn't make it a big deal.
yeah.
Like it
And
really
one thing
was.
about Garcelle, I feel like Garcelle takes accountability, so it's kind of hard to like drag things out with her. Whereas like Kyle or Rinna is gonna like dodge accountability like it's the Matrix.
Brenna's gonna bring up everything that's happened in the last 3 years to
Her
avoid this.
mom, her cat, the way her house was broken into, something. It's always gonna be something.
There's gonna be something. Um, let's see, what else do I have here? Oh,
Yo,
your this is your favorite. You said you wanted her full time next season.
Cherie, you tacky broad. She signed her name on that damn card. How dare you? How fucking dare you? And then goes to Crystal's house talking about, oh, that's from the both of us. No, it's not. It's not. You knew you was going to Crystal's house. Why didn't
How
you
did
bring a gift?
how did you feel about her saying that she would not give up the earrings either?
I get it. Because I was telling this to my mom. I was like, not to pull the card, but I just feel like Erica has more privilege than most people in the United States. So it should be easier for her to give up earrings. Whereas people who are not as privileged as Erica, I could see how they're like, oh, I don't want to give these back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Cherie is not poor. Like I feel like that argument doesn't work with her.
Or, but
She was married to Will Smith.
yeah,
Like
was married. And like, how long has Will and Jada been? So all she gets is a sprinkle of alimony when like Erica owned her own private jet. Cherie has never owned a private jet.
yeah, but Cherie is not poor, low
No,
income.
but what I'm saying is like,
She's probably
I'm
not even middle
sure
class.
Erica has more stuff of value than the average person, whether it's those earrings or not. Like that Cartier Panther ring she's always wearing. I know she has like 3 of them shits. And I think they're like 35 each, right?
So okay.
Like that's kind of like how are you rich like you have mad material stuff and I know you have mad material stuff and you're harping on these one pair of earrings.
Yeah.
Like you just got divorced from Tom. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. I think that it was more about the statement. Because I think it's not like she started talking about the earrings. Everybody else did. And then she had to like put herself in a position where she's like, well, I'm not giving them up because she's not gonna do anything that might look like admitting
yeah.
them, which I get. Um,
But I
I
feel
think
like you should just start saying that instead of huffing and puffing and blowing houses down and being crazy and weird. Just
I
like I
think
can't just say I can't do nothing yet until the court decides. Period.
I feel like Cherie needs. Do you want her back next season as
Oh,
a friend at least, or no? You're done
no,
then.
no.
Okay.
Boo. No.
I just wanted to talk to her for a minute. I feel like she hasn't had no content in like 5 episodes. So
And
this
this is what she gives us when she gives contact. She's signing her name off cards. Like, come on.
did she like put that highlighter in her purse?
No
Anyways,
idea.
so we're at this boring party. Happy birthday, Crystal, but it was boring. Lisa Ren, Kathy shows up, which I was kind of surprised she showed up. I didn't think she would.
Why
Kyle,
was she sit in Crystal's house by herself?
what?
I said, why? Is it because of the Aspen thing? Or are you just surprised she
Yeah,
showed up Crystal?
we hadn't seen her since then. So, and she didn't even go home with the girls. She like,
That's what makes me think that Kathy does weird shit off camera and then she comes back normal. Even in Aspen, she was
yeah,
throwing a temper tantrum, walked up the store. Kyle goes home. She's like, I don't know why my sister's in such a good mood.
she doesn't want to address things on camera, which is kind of like what Denise Richards was basically kind of had the same thing that they would.
Yeah.
They think they're on a different level than the other girls, which to an extent they are in terms of.
Yeah, I'm gonna say some of the girls are even on this season. Some of the girls are on different levels. I feel like some girls can do certain stuff that others can't because some girl. Now I don't want this to sound rude, but I feel like some girls who come on the show actually have careers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think it's about a career. I think it's more about like they're known by the general public.
Yeah,
Like
that's what I mean by like, a career. Where like Denise is an actual established actress, so like her talking about hooking up with Brandy is gonna be like
Yeah.
more damaging to her than it would be to Brandy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. My only thing is, I agree with that kind of, except that like I don't think Denise is really known for. She's more known for her drama with her ex husband. That's the number one thing.
No,
Denise
I mean like, oh no, definitely. But I
and
mean like, well, like
Kathy
for
known.
stuff on the show wise, where like that would just like beefing with Denise would bring Brandy up more
Yeah.
than it would benefit Denise. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So yeah, that's why I feel like girls like Crystal, even like Diana, Lisa Rinna too. She thinks she's known, but it's like she is, but it's like not in
I'm
a good
gonna
way,
say now Rinna's known for Housewives.
and not even in a good way though. Like,
Yeah.
at least not right now. I think how things are. Anyway, she tells Crystal she has to leave. She is traumatized by what she witnessed. She can't take it. She can't be in a room with her, and
PTSD.
I think Crystal was like, "Was it that serious?" And Lisa Rinna was like, "Yes."
It
Very
was
dramatic
not that
moment.
serious.
Um, Rinna leaves. Crystal comes back. She kind of tells them why, but not really. She kind of hints at it, and then we have Erica have a side conversation with Diana, which I think I have a picture for. Oh no, that's my last slide. Um, we'll save that for the end. But what did you think about? I took a picture, just forgot to upload it. Diana and Erica's conversation at the end, where Erica's basically upset that Kathy's not getting addressed.
I feel like that's fair.
I do too. What did you think about Diana doing the chicken sounds? With
First of all, it was definitely a duck sound. I was gonna text you about that. This bitch talking about quack 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 quack.
she did make the sound, but it probably didn't sound like good.
No,
We're like,
that
let's add
song
one.
was quacking. Okay, she definitely made a duck sound. Ain't no way. She was like Lisa, when a quack quack.
I wonder how it's gonna get. I really want to see this episode. Like, I hope this confrontation with Lisa and Kathy and Kyle, it's gonna let us down because it's Beverly Hills. Like, it's always all build up, and then what we get is always like
I feel like
not
the
it.
problem is Kathy is not gonna give the same energy back at all.
We'll see, because I feel like if Kathy really is as smart as people say she really is, like she knows what she's doing, like she really managed Paris's stuff,
Mhm.
she would know that Lisa Rinna is the villain, and that this is your moment to like take over the show. Like I feel like this is her moment to basically like become like almost like the queen of the show, but she's not gonna do it. She's not gonna take
Kathy
it.
don't want that though.
That's also true. She probably doesn't want that.
What's that? Because I don't think Kathy even likes being on the show like that. To be honest.
Yeah, I just want them to cast somebody that's gonna come on the show and just roast Lisa Rinna. Like,
I love
there's
people on
so much.
Kimura to get on the show because I feel like she'd be good with Garcelle.
Camille.
Kimura, Lee Simmons.
Oh, I don't think. All right, I'm gonna say this. I feel like a lot of fans recommend all these people that are never ever gonna do the show. Like, I think she's never gonna do the show.
I saw a thing. She said she'll be open to a meeting or something like that. But
I don't think she'll ever do it. Honestly, I don't think they would pay her enough to do it.
yeah, I was gonna say they had to come with that money.
So I did this little. I just wanted to go through Lisa Rinna's history real quick because I think it's time she should be fired. I know I always say, "Oh, we gotta stop talking about people getting fired."
Wait. Did you see the post about Rinna wanting $2 million for next season? There's somebody said, and it sounds like a good point. She's asking for a really high amount of money so she can go with the narrative that they couldn't afford her anymore, which I definitely believe.
Exactly. Like this woman is desperate. She is the devil incarnate. She accused Kim of not being sober, which maybe she wasn't. Still not your business. Of almost being close to death. Saying that Kyle enables her, which is also something you don't say somebody's close to death and then accuse somebody of enabling them because that's
literally.
She threw the drink at Kim, smashed the glass on the table, which easily could have killed anybody.
Damn near choked her.
Almost this far away. Her neck.
But she has PTSD from Kathy.
Said Yolanda had Munchausen and basically that she was faking her illness for attention. And then turns out that she says that LVP and Kaya were the ones who got this idea in her head. But she's the one who said it on camera, so I don't really care.
Literally.
She also sent Kim those text messages threatening to F her up. I don't know if you remember that.
She read it on the reunion, right?
Yep. Then she turned on Denise, and she didn't like do nothing that dirty to Denise, but she did it for a storyline. Ooh, what did she say? Ooh, you're so angry.
Yeah, she was like, "Oof, you're so angry." But with all that being said, I love Lisa Rinna. I'm so sorry.
I think that like she like does give us storylines, but this season and last season, her and Eric. Okay, this is my issue. We all know these girls have alliances and plan out what's gonna happen beforehand.
Yeah.
But isn't it like way too obvious that Lisa and Erica and
Lisa
Diana are
sloppy with her background work.
like, it feels like we can literally tell you guys just talked about doing this a few hours ago, and now you're here doing it. And I felt like that multiple times this season. Like,
yeah, I agree, definitely.
Let it be more natural. Like the especially the Erica drinking thing conversation. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah.
Like that felt so forced to me that I was like, you guys literally rehearsed this at like 20 minutes ago.
What was I gonna say? She needs Eileen back to kind of balance her out.
Oh, here's that picture.
Did she wear this already?
First of all, it looks hideous.
I feel like I've seen this on her before.
I think I know they used this in the trailer so maybe you're just remembering it from the trailer.
Because I'm like, this is mad familiar.
I don't know. I thought it was a decent episode. Crystal's parties are always boring. The Kathy stuff doesn't really get addressed. We really don't know what happened. Hopefully next episode we get a little bit more answers.
But I feel like what Erica said is definitely fair though, because like Kathy's just getting away with stuff, and Erica's literally held to the flame every other episode.
But I think what Diana said is also true, where Lisa Rinna could have just literally addressed it.
Literally, like, why are you running from Kathy Hilton?
I can't be here. I have PTSD, depression, anxiety. What the girl? So I
use the excuse that she's scared to go against that family.
We'll see, because I guess they're gonna do the sit down next episode, and I think what does Lisa say in the trailer?
You're not gonna get away with this, Kathy Hilton, or some shit like that.
Like a Scooby-Doo villain almost. Like, girl. I guess we should do our Diamond and Coal of the week. Do you know yours yet?
Can I make sure you call?
No.
I'm gonna ask you every episode.
That's your fave. You wanted her full time next season.
No, let me live this down. Jeez. Never.
Okay, I'll let it go. But if she does something stupid again by the end of the season, I'm gonna bring it up again. I'm gonna let you know. I'm watching her because she's barely on the show. So when she comes up,
I'm so dead.
All right. I don't even know mine. So let me think about Cole. All right, for Cole, I'm gonna give it.
I'm surprised you never give it to Rinna.
No, because she's still giving us something to talk about. Even if the dramatics are extra and a little annoying, it is kind of. When she said PTSD, I really started laughing. I'm like, girl, shut up.
No, literally though.
And then when she left the party, like if something,
I know who I'm giving my Cole to. I'm
giving mine to Crystal because she needs to learn how to throw a party.
Okay, first of all,
what's her most memorable event? You tell me what she has done memorable at a party, like her events. Garcelle has had a good party, her birthday party.
Garcelle's party was only good because the other people made drama.
It was still her event. Nothing has happened at a Crystal event.
True.
Who's your Cole?
My Cole is Dorit.
Why?
Because she's a fucking follower. Dorit.
I just
feel like you spilled the beans to Erica. First of all, Dorit and Erica got Crystal chocolate for her birthday. I feel like that was a stupid gift, but whatever. And then I feel like you spilled the beans to Erica about Garcelle, but then like you always disappear in the back. Like I think that shit is so annoying.
Yeah, she went from like being like a main character last episode to this episode just disappearing again.
Literally.
And like Sutton has kind of disappeared a bit, but she literally argued with everybody almost every episode. So like, I'm not gonna give her a call.
Ass. I feel like I like Dorit better when her and Erica weren't really like friends.
Dorit is better when she's not with her little alliance.
Yeah.
Like if you put it, I feel like you have a dinner with Sutton, Garcelle, Dorit, Crystal, and maybe one of the other ones. like Dorit stands out, but when she's like with Erica, Rinna, and Kyle, it's just like
It's like they all start to share one brain.
yeah, and it's annoying. Diamond. Let's see. Who am I giving my
Give my
diamond?
diamond to Crystal. Happy birthday, Crystal. Period.
You are not serious.
I'm so serious.
You're giving her diamond because it's her birthday.
Partially.
Okay, what was the other part then?
I just think her party was cute, and her little speech about how like she was happy to share her. How did she say it? She was like, the fact that I can spend another birthday with all of you guys. Like, it was a cute moment. Okay. Shit.
Okay.
But tell me that was not a cute speech. Like, that was very heartfelt.
I don't remember that speech. I forgot she even talked. Um, I'm giving my diamond to. Let me see. I'm looking through the list. Not Crystal. I almost want to do Rana for dramatics because it
She
was
left early. No. She forfeited her diamond when she
You're
left.
right. You're right. Erica wasn't that great. She was fine. Dorit was boring. Kyle wasn't really there. Garcelle didn't do much. Sutton didn't do much.
Better not give it to Diana.
Diana only had that one line when she called Rena chicken, but I don't think that's worth for Diamond.
A little bit. No, I can't hold just a little bit. Because why is nobody else holding Rinna to that standard either? Because bitch, you big and bad around everybody else.
Quack quack. Like you know what's funny though? Erica was like like shocked that she said that. She like
no, literally.
Like Rena, she's being a chicken. She's like
Is being
a chicken. Yes, she is. First of all, why would I don't know. I don't even know who to give it to, honestly.
Damn, now I'm thinking, should I give it to Diana? And I don't even fuck with Diana. But that was funny.
I'm trying to think if anybody else had anything.
No. No.
Because Garcelle and Sutton didn't have much this episode. Like, they didn't really.
The only thing they talked about was Erica asked her about the rail. And that was a good conversation. So.
Okay, it wasn't nothing like.
You got to give it to someone.
I'm stuck between Rena and Diana because I feel like nobody else did anything.
You have to give it to, if that's the case, you have to give it to Diana because she called Rinna a chicken and Rinna left. So
okay, I'll give it to Diana for this episode. At least she showed that she's not like one-minded with Erica and Rena's.
She's very impartial to everybody.
Yeah, I can see her. Which I do not think she's coming back at all. I think it's pretty obvious she's not. Did you watch What Happens Live though, or at least the clips from it?
I saw Garcelle and Dorit and how Dorit was backpedaling when Garcelle was like, I didn't like you laughing at the situation, and now you feel the knife in your stomach. Like, girl, fuck you.
Garcelle said, as a mother, I didn't appreciate you as a mother.
Did you see how she touched Dorit and then Dorit touched her back?
Like, you know what's funny though? Dorit started the touching first because she kept doing it every time she was gonna like almost not throw a dig, but something. She'd be like, "But you, not touching me," and then Garcelle started doing it back. You could tell they're not. You could tell they're like fine, but they're not close. You know what I mean? Like I don't think they dislike each other. I really don't think they dislike each other.
I honestly feel like without the Fox Force, Dorit and Garcelle would be like a great duo.
Yeah. I feel like they would always argue though. Like I feel like they're the type of people who get along, but they're always gonna bicker about stupid stuff.
Which is fine. Because it's like, that's also a real friendship sometimes too. But I just feel like sometimes Dorit becomes a bootlicker around some of the girls, and it's like Dorit from season 7 would never.
I do agree with Dorit when she said that Garcelle likes to like show concern, throws shade in forms of concern. I do think Garcelle does that.
What do you mean?
Like she's like, oh, I'm worried about you, like the drinking thing. Like I think she was using that for a storyline. Like I think she might have also been concerned, maybe, but I definitely think it was obviously a storyline that she was trying to.
I don't think it's a storyline. For me, I felt like it was more of there's nobody else see this shit. Like it's like it can't just be me. Like she's bugging.
But that's a storyline.
That means anything's a storyline. This was getting
if you bring up something on camera more than once, multiple times to different people, you're trying to make. That's kind of like when Giselle kept bringing up Wendy's thing.
But the thing is, it's not like it's one incident. It's like multiple incidents. So it's kind of like she's giving me a reason to say something again and again and again. It's like, and her friends aren't doing anything about it. Like, if that was you, I'm not letting you get fucked up like that on national television looking crazy. Like, that's insane.
I know what you're saying. I still do think Garcelle does show concern in forms of shade. I did like though I don't know if you saw how Andy asked. This question was so weird to me. Andy asked them, "Do you think? Do you believe that Diana was really sick with COVID?"
Oh
Which
yeah,
is weird as like the producer, the host, to ask that to the cast. It makes me think that okay, maybe she was, because remember at first I was completely like,
I
if they're
told you
saying
I didn't
she had
believe it.
COVID, then I'm just gonna believe they have COVID because I'm assuming she did a test. But if he, as the producer and host, is asking the question, then that makes me think she probably didn't have COVID.
And not okay. This could be a stretch, but I feel like if me as a person, if I wanted to fake COVID results, I could simply do that. So I know for a fact if Diana wanted to fake them, she could. She has the money and the power
Oh,
to
it's
fake
actually pretty easy.
exactly.
Somebody to do it, but like faking results is not that hard. Now, if the person who you're faking them to is really knows about it, obviously you can get caught. But
And then, mind you, you don't even have to fake a result. You can fake a COVID scare because I do that shit all the time.
you can,
Like,
yeah.
oh,
I
I need
think that they probably already had made up their mind they didn't want her back though, and maybe that's why she didn't want to show up. Which I understand that. I guess you know what I mean. If
yeah.
you just were like, okay, well, I wonder if she
I
just
feel like she didn't want to show up because the bot shit, the racism shit, all that from prior.
yeah, and she would have. She was. We didn't really need her to be fair.
No.
Like it probably would have been a lot, a lot of drama with more drama with her there, but we have a lot to talk about anyways.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And I
Um,
kind of don't want to relive the her and Sutton stuff because it's annoying, even though we're gonna have to anyway. So.
okay, I got a question for you. So we have the cast right here. You already said you don't want Cherie back. We really don't know if Kathy Hilton's gonna come back or not, right? We're not really sure what's going on with that. Let's assume Diana's getting fired. Do you want two questions? Do you want anybody else fired?
Yes.
And do you think they should keep it at 8 or just fire Diana and then fire somebody else and find someone new? Like, where's the vision for next season for you?
Um, I don't mind 8, but it's okay. So, in order to answer the second question, let me answer the first question. I think Rinna needs to be fired, and the Fox Force needs to be broken up drastically. Like, it needs to only be like maybe 2 of them left or 1 of them left, and probably that one would be Kyle. I would keep fuck. You know what? I would just get rid of Rinna because she's doing too much now, and
Rinna
then
and I go.
bring in 2 new girls. So now it's 8 girls, but it's not 4 against 4 anymore. You know what I mean?
I get what you mean. I would do obviously Diana. The thing is with Rena, I almost was like, damn, she might be able to redeem herself, but knowing her, she went to the reunion being even crazier.
But I said Rinna's gonna keep taking stuff too far and too far.
So I would agree. Get rid of Rena and Diana. Bring in 2 new girls. I don't want to see. I do like some people from the past, but I think we could invite them as friends. Like we can have Brandy or somebody else as a friend. I want like new people. Like I don't
I
know.
would say if Brandy comes back, I want Brandy to be full time. I'm so sorry.
I don't want Brandy on the show.
I love Brandy
It's
Glenn.
thirsty for me. Like I feel like her and LVP were good TV. Brandy and LVP, like that duo was a good combination. I don't know. I feel like, well, we already know Garcelle's not gonna go along with Brandy. I'm
You
sorry, and I
know,
don't think is either.
I didn't mind Carlton coming back. I really wouldn't. I feel like Carlton and Garcelle and Sutton would be an amazing trio,
I do not
especially
think
Kyle.
I do not think they would get along.
Are you
Carlton, Garcelle,
kidding?
Carlton, and Sutton. You think they would get along?
Yes.
They would not get along.
That's why I said the only person she didn't like was Kyle. She got along with everybody else.
I don't know. I don't think they would get along, honestly.
I
But
feel like Garcelle has a stick up her ass, low key. Okay, I feel like Garcelle has half a stick up her ass, and I feel like Carlton has a stick all the way up her ass. So they would get along. And I feel like Sutton is very. I don't know. I just feel like Carlton would like Sutton.
I think I could see them getting along. I can't see Garcelle and Garcelle and what's her name?
Carlton.
Carlton. I don't like that name. No offense, Carlton. I just don't like that name. Um. Okay. Last question. What are we doing with Crystal and Dorit? Giving them another season?
Crystal's getting on this. Yeah, both of them.
Okay. Because I
I
love.
think Crystal's earned her spot. I love Crystal.
I love Crystal too. It's just more like, girl, you have the potential. Can you live up to that
I'm about
potential?
to think, you know what? Maybe she does need to take the Cynthia Bailey route. But at the same time, Cynthia could read low key. So
Cynthia could when she wanted to.
exactly.
So I feel like Crystal can too, but it's like when she gets emotional, she shuts down. Like she needs to be a like. I feel like I'm the same way. Like if I let myself get soft or emotional about a topic, I can't argue because now I want to cry about it. But if I have the mindset I'm gonna argue, I'm good. And I feel Crystal's like that.
I'm very Candace, whereas if you get me emotional and mad, I'm about to violate you.
Gotcha. So you couldn't be on Beverly Hills,
No,
girl.
because Mary Hudson would have been called out for being gay, Loki. Like as soon as that bitch said something I didn't like, oh word, bet.
The crazy part is we still haven't heard nobody mention Rena's daughters or anything. The crazy stuff, and not even talk about her daughter.
Whoa, what happened to her daughters?
When they were filming, one of her daughters was online saying stuff about Rena and her dad and how they're not there for her, how she needs help. You can look up the videos.
Was it
Yeah,
Amelia?
I think so. Man, I get to have a pat, not to mention kids, but everybody's kids gets brought up all the time. They don't need to mention the kid. We're talking about you as a
Yeah, and I would just say that's not fair because they was talking about Jackson laughing at him. So if it was like Renna, that situation should definitely be brought. Like it's on the internet. You know what I mean?
yeah, like that's why I don't like. I would never take an. If Rena ever try to argue with me, not that I would ever meet her, I'd be like, "Are you sure you want to do this? Like, are you really, really sure you want to do this?"
I'm not sparing her.
Like, that's what these girls. I think that's why Sutton doesn't take her too serious because she's like, you are
Yeah.
literally an old lady that's like still thinks she's famous. Well, I guess she kind of is, but all right. I think that's it for this episode. Anything else you want to mention?
I just love Rob and Crystal's relationship. That's about it. Like they're
Yes,
such a cute little family.
I did like the Simba sculpture statue thing. That was
Yeah,
really
he
cute.
worked on Lion King, right? He was a producer.
Yeah, he's like one of the main people that made it.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's good for this episode. Hopefully, next time we actually get some answers. Maybe at the reunion they have secret footage. We'll see. I doubt it, but
No, same.
reunion is coming up. I think I heard October. I don't want to say 13th because I might get the date wrong. But in October.
Hold up. If Rinna was texting Erica a play-by-play, why did I feel like it's shocking that Rinna didn't record low key? You know what I mean?
I think this, and I think the reason she didn't record is because the cameras were filming it, and she didn't think to do it. And I think that's why she might be mad, even more mad about the situation.
Interesting.
But I don't know that. That's just me also just speculating. But all right, guys, we'll see you next time. We should have a Salt Lake City cast ranking up within the week right before the new season starts, so you can hear our thoughts on the cast so leading up to this third season. And Atlanta, will do a ranking for Atlanta once the reunion is over. The last episode airs Sunday, so that should be very soon too. Might take another week-ish or so, but it should be coming soon. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and bye.
Diamond and Cole. Don't forget.
And let us know, who do you want back? Who don't you want back? Do you want Cherie back as a full-time housewife? But yeah, thank you for watching, everybody.
Bye.